What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Blazing Star Enterprises Property Management. My name's Josh, as you all know. Today is more of a just one-on-one with you guys. I've gotten a lot of text messages and questions about how Blazing Star Enterprises BSE came to be. Now, I do apologize. This might be a long video. Try to stick with it. I have a lot to talk about and just to get out there. Okay, so bear with me here. How did this whole entire business come to be? First off, I didn't start a career in property management. I was a EMT for the state of New Jersey for many years. Ended up, meeting my wife. We had our son, and pretty much you can't survive off of an EMT salary no matter how hard you work in the state of New Jersey. Unfortunately, I think it's sad, but so I ended up getting my CDL when I was very young, and I never used it. I had a Class A CDL and I never used it. I got it out of high school when I got my license as a backup plan, and never used it. So after about 10 to 12 years of working EMS, I needed a decent, steady paying career, and I went over the road driving for major trucking companies, major carriers, which ended up lasting about 3 to 4 years. Some of the best times, best experiences in my life I've had out there. I ran solo, I ran team. I mean, that's for another video, but yeah, that's leading up to me starting Blazing Star Enterprises. So originally I came off the road from working in a major carrier, and I sat down with my wife and I said, I got to do something more. The money is okay, it's not great, I'm away from home all the time, and if I'm going to be away from seeing my son and my wife, I need to make it worthwhile. Our original plan was to buy a tractor, meaning a big rig that hauls freight across country and running, hauling freight. And the name my wife came up was with Blazing Star, and it was supposed to be Blazing Star Logistics. After doing more and more research, while I continue to work, the money wasn't there. The fuel prices were ridiculous, and it wouldn't have financially made sense, because I honestly probably wouldn't have even broken even. So I came home, I got a local trucking job, which was pretty much paying the same thing as, over the road. And my schedule at the time, I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and that was it. I had Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off. And I'm not one to sit around and not do anything. So I went out, I bought a 21-inch push mower and a small handheld blower, a rake, and a weed whacker, and started just marketing myself. I also do go out and get lawn care insurance. Excuse me. So the startup fees are not a lot. $500 you can get used equipment. And what I started doing is I started marketing myself to residential customers. just for lawn care, cleanups, and that was it. And I built that up. I did have the Blazing Star Enterprises LLC made before I even did this, so I had a step in the direction of becoming a business owner. It wasn't intended to get as big as it did. So I was working a full-time job and doing this on the side. And I had, starting off, I had about 9 bi-weekly, weekly customers for lawn care. Just cutting, leaf cleanups, and that was it. I didn't do any snow removal at the time. So, saved all that money is what I did. And it came out to like, I think $5,000. It wasn't a lot, you know, looking back at it now. Did I think it was a lot? Shit, excuse my language, but I thought I was a millionaire. I went ahead and bought a used Ford F-350 pickup that came with a plow. I have my Dodge Ram, as you guys have seen in my other videos, but I needed something where I did want to get into snow removal. I knew there was money in it, so I went ahead. I bought this used vehicle, which I got scammed on, by the way, which is another video. I bought it from a gentleman, and come to find out, when it needed to have some work done, it didn't have 185,000 miles on it. It had 285,000 miles on it, and learning experiences. But I ended up getting my snowplow insurance and that truck, and I felt like king of kings that day, because I drove it home and I knew it was another step, towards my goal, which was to be able to do commercial clientele property management, is really where I wanted to go with this. So I was out one day. We had like a 4 or 5 inch snowstorm. I'm out taking care of my residential clientele. It was early in the morning, and my phone rings, and it's from upstate New York. I recently had tires placed on the truck that I just bought, my Ford F-350, and it ended up being Mavis Discount Tire from New York, and asking me if I would be interested in taking on snow contracts for them for the year. And first of all, I thought it was a joke. Okay, I'm a solo, small guy. Maybe it was one of my buddies, which is a cruel joke to play, but no, it was real. And that's how I got kicked off into the commercial field. Mavis, as you see me on their sites and everything, has been my number one client. And I built the business up slowly but surely. And the biggest gripe I have with everybody that says, I could never do that, I can never afford it. Why not? I did this with no money. I did this with buying used equipment, going out there, and just putting my head down and going. I didn't care. I had a goal. I had a mindset. I wanted to do this. It's very possible. And that leads into other things. If you have something that you want to do, go and do it. Don't wait. Don't talk about it. Just do it. So that led, getting back onto track here, that led Mavis into other commercial accounts. As you see on my site, I do have Buy Right Liquors and Gertrude Hawks and Castro Lube Express, Carpet Exchange, restaurants, insurance companies. And it was just all about going and talking and shaking hands and letting people know what I've done and what I can do. And the biggest thing is being honest with people. If you can't do it, tell them you can't do it. You need this massive tree taken down. I'm not insured for tree work. Or I don't have the experience or the equipment, but I can find somebody who is, that's reputable. Let people know that. Okay? So, yes, it's all possible. If you have a dream, you have the desire to go and do something no matter what it is, go and do it. Don't let anybody stop you. Ever. Blazing Star Enterprises it hasn't all been easy. There's been a lot of ups, there's been a lot of downs, there's been a lot of, oh my gosh, is what's going to happen now? Trucks breaking down in the winter, because you don't have the best trucks. I don't have the best trucks. You know, what am I going to do? You know, I can tell you right now, I had a client, I still have this client. I got all my properties done. I had this massive driveway or parking lot, that needed to get plowed. The truck broke down. The original truck that I bought, the frame broke. So I got out there with my buddy's snowblower for 5.5 hours, and I snowblowed the entire parking lot. You know, and I charged him the same amount of money that I did for just plowing it. If you have the determination to get things done and get to where you want to be, the only person that's going to stop you is you. And that's pretty much how I started off. It's always a growing and learning experience. Some things from my past I miss. I do miss EMS. I'm still involved with emergency service in some way. I'm still on my local fire department. But I needed to support my family. I needed to make sure that they had what they needed, and this is the way I felt the best way to go about doing it. So, with all that being said, guys, if you have a dream, whether it's lawn care, property maintenance, you want to start a dog walking company, I don't care. Shoot, you can tell me you want to be a radish farmer. Go and do it. Don't hold back. Because the biggest regret you're going to have in life is if you wait. Just do it. And this goes into what I say all the time. Go follow your heart. If you follow your heart, you follow your dreams, you follow your passion, everything else is going to follow. You might fail at it, but you just pick yourself back up and get back on a horse and do it again. Guys, I love you. Please like and subscribe and share the video. You can always reach out to me, whether it's on my Facebook or it's on this platform or my email, whatever, is easier for you guys. I can always answer questions. If you're a new business owner and you need help with something, I don't have all the answers, but I can steer you in the right direction. Okay, you have questions about this, something broke down, you need help, you can always call us. I'll put my link in the description with my number and my email. Again, guys, follow your heart. Do what it is that you love to do, and everything else will follow. My name is Josh Frisoli, and that's how Blazing Star Enterprises got started. You guys be good, and I will see you later.